In today's video, we're playing a delisted F1 game DLC. Back on F1 2013, there was an entire F1 Classics DLC part of the game, and within that, a bunch of classic-specific scenario races you could take part in across a variant of classic F1 cars. Now, this DLC, along with F1 2013, has been delisted. So if you don't have this game in your Steam library or a physical copy for consoles, this really cool, unique F1 Classics DLC has been lost to you in the void. And so today we're playing through these classic scenarios that you can no longer download.
Welcome to Formula 1 2013.
It's always good coming back to F1 2013, and it holds up really well, at least in the main menu. I think when we load in, you'll see the aging of the actual in-race gameplay, but here in the main menu vista, the car model, the graphic fidelity really still looks pretty damn great. And as you can clearly see on the left-hand side here, we've got F1 Classics. It got its own entire part of the game menu, and when you click in, the entire vibe of even the menu changes as we get our own F1 Classics soundtrack music in the background, and we're transported to an old school F1 garage, you know, with the red drawers. You can see like the little tools on the ground. It just gives you that essence of old days of Formula 1, which is just awesome. So cool. And inside of this, you can do Grand Prix mode, time trial, time attack, but here we are then, scenario mode. A bunch of different F1 Classic scenarios, and with some adjoining little intro commentary by the legend Murray Walker.
Hold off the faster cars and finish first. Seize the moment and pass the Ferrari drivers to finish first. Finish on the podium. Bring home a podium finish. Beat all the Ferraris out on the track. Be first across the finish line.
That's so cool. That's such a nice touch. Again, we talked about this, you know, a few videos ago when we played the discontinued F1 2012 Champions mode, and that had Crofty commentating, introing the scenarios. It's even crazier they got Murray Walker to step in and do this. Right, well, we've got 6 scenarios here in F1 Classics, and in this video, we're going to be playing every single one. Let's do it.
What a fantastic race this is turning out to be. The drivers are fighting tooth and nail for position in this classic Ferrari versus Williams battle.
Oh, so cool. So cool to drive. What a legendary Williams, and to hear Murray actually lending his voice for some extra context commentary, just like Crofty did on the F1 2012 Champions mode. We've spawned in chase cam, which, to be fair, with the physics of F1 2013, isn't too bad to drive, and lets us admire this beauty of a car and that screaming engine. Oh, it's sick. Let's go into cockpit cam though. Oh, even cooler in a way. Oh, this is good. This is the good stuff. We've got also, you can see, unique heads-up display that is fit for the period we're in. So when you hop into some of the older F1 cars and the other scenarios, the heads-up display will change again compared to this one and even the normal F1 2013 heads-up display. And if you go back and watch footage from that year, it will kind of closely match what they had on the TV broadcast, which is just such a awesome touch. And also the color grading is different as well. You'll notice a bit of a blue hue here, and there's like a yellowy hue for some of the older generations as we now catch up to Hill, looking to make the pass. Can we dive down the inside here? We're going to go for it because we need to try and beat the Ferraris, and specifically it's noting Irvine there in P3. We've got 3 laps after this one, isn't it? Yeah, so, oh no, three laps including this one. So we've got a bit of work to do here. We need to get a move on. Let's try and get Berger. Oh, the sparks coming in off Ace, off the Ferrari skid block. Here we go. Oh, wheel to wheel with Berger. Where is he? On the left. Oh, this is epic. At Brands Hatch as well, which is an old F1 circuit. And I just wish that they had, you know, yeah, the cars as well. But some of the old tracks as DLC tracks in the modern F1 games, like, it'd be so cool to take the modern F1 cars around Brands Hatch. The grip This speed would be insane as we catch up to Schumacher now. Round the outside we go. Gaining on Irvine. Making good pace. This is on the gold medal difficulty, so this is as hard as it gets with these scenarios. And we did see in the F1 2012 Champions mode, a few of the scenarios were genuinely quite difficult. And I had to try and do them twice to actually complete them. Oh my God. Getting very, very hot and bothered on the rear end as we now catch up to Scheckter. On the outside, though, lovely move. Absolutely lovely. You know what? I'm going to move over to... Oh, here's the offset T-cam here. Bit of a weird zoom in, though, to be honest. It kind of needs more FOV. I really wish they had an FOV slider back on F1 2013, but it was a couple of years until we would get something like that on the F1 game. Let's go to the chase cam. I know this is kind of feels like a cardinal sin about to play an F1 game, but I just want to admire the actual car model itself, even if it does feel a bit clanky to drive in chase cam. But we're gaining on Irvine to the inside with a lap to go, and that means we can really admire the car, the sounds, everything going on. What a car as well. What a car. So much mechanical grip. And it's so light as well. It's a joke how light these cars feel to play around with compared to the behemoth elephants that we have now in 2025. And well, hopefully 2026 will be a bit lighter. Absolutely locked in, and that's going to be a great finish to the first scenario and getting our first gold of F1 Classics.
After a close battle out on track today, it's the Williams team who finish on top. Impressive work from everyone involved.
Oh, the retro overalls, everything. Oh, it's so good. This is class. You can't deny it. This is class. I would so welcome just like a modern version of this, like in the current F1 game engine. Just like even redoing some simple scenarios like this would be awesome.
The cars lined up in reverse order. Can the two 1980s Williams drivers hold off the faster cars starting behind them?
Right, we're jumping back a little bit further in history, and this was what I was on about, the change head-ups display, the color grading as well, now being like in a yellow hue, giving that 1980s vibe as we're underway. We're in slower Williams cars, and we have to try and keep all the quicker cars at bay. We're going to go defensive. The Lotus, though, down the inside. We're through on Prost. Right, can you do us a solid and just back them up, please? Because now if I can try and gap them, that'll be ideal. Like, look at that. We're actually gapping Prost quite well. Come on, Prost. Do us a favor, okay? Do your teammate a favor for once and hold them up for me, okay? Oh, yeah, there's definitely a lack of overall grip in this Williams compared to the one we were just driving, the world beater driving as Nigel Mansell. But this doesn't sound half bad. Oh, God. Oh, a little bit wide there. That was not good. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. We put ourselves under pressure. This is only a 3-lap scenario as well. So, and Prost right now it's a Prost train at the moment. So he's actually helping us out quite a lot here. But we need more. We need more speed. Otherwise, we're going to have to defend quite hard from those quicker cars once they're released. Easy. Tyres very cold. This car cannot get tyre temperatures whatsoever, it would seem, but it doesn't matter. We are gapping. Prost is doing a great job as an AI teammate, so I think we can bring this one home. And we're at Brands Hatch once again for this second scenario, but we are going to go to Jerez in the next scenario and see the other classic track in this mode. Well, thanks to Alan Prost's AI, that was a pretty simple other second scenario at Brands Hatch, but definitely cool to see the difference between the different eras of Williams. Literally the same team here.
The much slower FW07 showed that it's not to be forgotten today by finishing ahead of younger and quicker cars and grabbing first place. Brilliant stuff.
But like I said, next up, we're going to go to Jerez, the other classic F1 track on this game.
The Lotus driver's working hard to stay close to the two Ferraris. He could simply hang on to third, but with both Ferraris needing to serve a drive-through penalty, I reckon we'll see him push for first.
That we will. Here in the beautiful black and gold Lotus with the task of catching the Ferraris. Oh, that little fire. Oh, that's so good. That is so good, man. What a car. What a car. Oh, Lord. Jesus. Okay, well, let's refrain from that a bit more. Let's admire it from the front whilst we can in a straight line here. That is gorgeous. Right, let's lock in a little bit, though, and go back to the offset. T-Cam turn 1 is really tight here at Jerez, and we go slightly off. The two Ferraris have taken that penalty. So here we are then, 3 laps in this one. We're at the end of a long, arduous race around what is a really difficult circuit you're about to see. Jerez, a roller coaster. Basically more of a testing track at this point in modern day Formula 1, and not even that. I can't remember the last year we even went to Jerez for testing. Maybe 2015, I want to say, maybe 2015, I think, or 2014 at least. I think it was 2015 because I think Red Bull, I think a Fiat crashed in Jerez testing, and he drove the Red Bull around without a front wing because they didn't have a front wing, a spare one to give him for the rest of the day. All right, we got pretty close to the Ferraris, but this car and this track is a handful at low speed, let me tell you that. High speed, though, all good, all good. Those Venturi tunnels are working an absolute treat on the rear end as we send it down the inside of the Ferrari, the first one at least, and we get him for second place. Just casually dive bomb Schumacher, no biggie. We'll get on to Berger next. Easy. Easy. Oh, yeah. You have to be very patient with these old cars. Really, really patient when it comes to even just the weight shifting, because it just doesn't have that overall downforce, that ridiculous downforce that modern F1 cars have. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Got the run on Berger. Traction's not there. The Ferrari's better. Sparking away. So, bloody hell. Spark show from Berger there in the Ferrari. Is it running a bit low? Can we gain here? Oh! I didn't mean to send it there, but I have done. What an absolute kamikaze overtake.
To create a gap.
Right, create a gap. Cool, got it. On it. Absolutely on it. Oh, we've gapped him. We've absolutely gapped him. Let's go. And one final time through the last corner and taking this gorgeous Lotus to the victory here around Jerez.
Well, a first place finish for the Lotus driver. Was it good fortune that the two Ferraris had to take a drive-through penalty, or was it just superb driving? What a fascinating race this has turned into. The rain is pouring down, and most of the drivers are struggling. I say most, as watching the 1999 Ferrari driver carve through the pack, he could really turn the race on its head.
Right, jumping up to the 1990s here. It's a wet and wild Jerez race, and that is going to be a real challenge here. We've got a couple of laps to try and gain up to our teammate, is it? Right, podium place. That's what he said. That's what we're aiming for. Oh, we've actually got a steering wheel that shows me my gear now for the first time. Once again, just like in the 2012 Champions Mode video we did, the rain here is crazy. The visuals are so much better than the modern F1 games, I feel. And this car sounds unbelievable.
4 laps remaining. 4 laps until the end of the race.
Right, 4 laps to go. We're gaining on 3 cars here. Is that the podium ahead of us or no? I think we've got to go a little bit further on, so we need to get past this pack, ideally the entire pack. Oh my god, we've hit Mansell. We've hit Mansell. Mansell, get out of the way, man! Holding us up! Is this revenge for that Brands Hatch race where Alain Prost held him up the entire time? Oh, this circuit is tricky enough, let alone in the wet. I think Mansell's still there on the inside. No, we got him now. We got him. All good. Oh, a little bit sketchy on the rear end, but we've drifted our way through. I've got to dive on hill. I've got to... Oh, you see that blur? Bring back the rain blur that we had. How epic was that? I forgot how funny the T-cams are in F1 2012 with, like, every helmet looking massive. Everyone's just got the world's biggest head on this game. Well, looking at the minimap, I've actually got to do some real work here to catch up for a podium. 3 laps to go. I've got to... Oh, to be fair, with 3 laps, I reckon I can do that at the pace we're gaining. If it was 2, that would have been a little bit sketchy, but I can already see the next car ahead just about, and we've set a new purple. All right, we're catching up to Villeneuve is the next car, I think. The team radio just said. I need to get him on this lap, really, and then set up the move for Schumacher on the last one. I think this is going to be quite close, though, because I'm making a few mistakes here and there. We need to really have a very clean lap now. 2 laps to the end. Going green. Nice. Okay, good that I can see Schumacher's name tag ahead. We've just been a little bit precarious over the curb, but it's fine. All right, here we go. Villeneuve, get out of the way. Oh, lovely. Switch back. Come on. Yes. Oh, we squeezed Villeneuve off track. Sorry, son. Right, next up, Schumacher, our teammate. Might be a bit of a tougher cookie to crack. Right, last lap. Big dive into the hairpin. We're getting a lot of time through there. So traction. Oh, God. Dirty air affecting us a little bit on the exit. All right, turn one's really tricky. There's a little bump here, and it makes your car go very floaty at the apex. That's probably one of the worst apexes ever, having a little dip at the apex. And Schumacher defending well. We just couldn't make a move on the outside, and we're losing traction. Okay, no playing around here. I just want to get this done. Don't leave it to the last sector. Get down the inside. Come on. Oh, we got it. Okay, we're good. I was worried we were going to get a penalty here because I think in all these scenarios, if you take out the person you're trying to beat, you get a penalty. So I have to be very careful there. We've just about nailed it. Oh, it's another Schumacher. It's Schumacher squared. We dived down the inside for the second time. To be fair, it might just be the two different brothers. I don't know. It doesn't have a first initial, does it? That would be helpful because I'm sure that's probably a Ralph Schumacher and Michael Schumacher AI there. Unless they're just two Schumachers from two different eras. No matter, Alan Prost has won, but we've got that podium to secure the gold medal in this one.
The weather caused havoc for the drivers today, but it was the 1999 Ferrari which risked everything by pushing hard during the worst of it all to take a podium position. What a performance! It's been raining all day, but just as we're about to start racing, the sun comes out to greet the drivers.
Okay, so maybe a little bit of a damp circuit. We're on slicks, though, as we head back to Brands Hatch. And we're going to try and win this race. Okay, 5 laps. So it's a full 5-lap race. Okay, fair enough. As we go to lights out, I feel like I'm going to need to be very careful on the throttle here. Good start, though. Good start. 3-4 wide into turn 1 Brands Hatch is a recipe for disaster. Or it just looks very precarious, but we've all survived it actually pretty well, and we've made a great dive down the inside. We've got those 2 Williams ahead, though. We know how good those are. Having driven in the first scenario, Mansell and Coulthard together, probably helping each other out. Can we try and break the deadlock early and then work our way onto Mansell? But good opening sector there to get up into 3rd place. Definitely seems a bit drier here, although there are a few little whispers of rain still in the air. Oh, good grip there. Good grip. Oh, very dicey on the curb. Easy. Don't want to overdo it. If I overdo it, I'm gonna definitely make a mistake. Just like that, the rear end went a little bit. Tires started to screech tiny bit. Oh, very tempted to make a move down the inside there. Final little corner, but it's so tough at Brands Hatch because there's so many bumps. And the curbs, from what I remember, are really deadly. Like, yeah, they're so 3D on the inside and the outside there. But we're up to 2nd place. So now we've got 4 laps effectively to try and get a move sized up on Nige. Don't underestimate, though, the power of the stash to defend us. Oh, this car sounds even better on the offboard, on the chase cam. Yeah, that's laps. That's laps. Right. Cockpit. Let's lock in. What is this steering wheel? Hang on a minute. What? This steering wheel is so... Look at that. It's got a whole square rectangle cutout just for the dash. Like, I'm used to seeing, sometimes F1 cars having the dash on the chassis itself, a la Williams. Up until recently, Red Bull, famously in the end of the V8 era, had that like triangle sort of inverted triangle steering wheel at the top with a dash on the chassis. But this is like, this is a cutout on the wheel. So the dash is viewed on the inside of the cutout. Okay, Mansell's actually doing really well. As it's getting drier, Mansell's going quicker. Okay, I'm having to push quite hard. We need to really have a very quick lap 4 here to try and set things up. Maybe on for the last lap. Good turn 1. Okay, that was a good sector. Mansell sparking away. I'm not very strong through these right-handers. It's really tricky to gauge the line, the speed, being all completely blind. There's no real break points or references. Mansell holding P1 here. I think we have to get him in Sector 1 on the last lap here. And it's going to have to be that hairpin in Sector 1. Oh, no! Oof. Overdid it. Overdid it. I got spooked with Mansell's racing line there. Into the last corner, right. This is it. Last lap. Mansell a bit iffy on the rear end. I've not had a great first corner, though. No. Okay, I'm going to need to send it somewhere. Got very close to the grass there. That was not good. Oh! Okay, okay. Didn't mean to. Oh, good, good. Second last corner. Come on, come on. Oh, oh. No, don't you dare switch back me. Oh, oh my days. We just did it on the last lap. Literally last corner.
He's taken the Ferrari to first place, and he's beaten a grid full of Formula One legends. That is unbelievable.
One last scenario and one last gold medal to get. It's at Jerez.
Here we are at Jerez for another classic event. And we're in for an exciting race today with the 1988 Ferraris starting as favourites. Now, they've got a performance advantage, but they'll have to push on from the back of the grid. So, we should see plenty of overtaking.
All right, pretty good scenario to end it on then. From last to first is the challenge here in a 4-lap race around Jerez. Back with the yellow tint of yesteryear as we go to lights out. And we're underway. Oh, that's a slow start. I should not have changed up that early. Come on, come on, come on. I almost feel like rocking in my chair trying to push the car forward. Right, on the outside of turn 1. Oh, God. Right, please. Can we all have a bit of semblance and cleanness the rest of the turns on the outside, avoiding action? Oh, we've absolutely minced them on the inside there. Dive through. It was like feeding a little needle through the middle there. Oh, this Ferrari really is slippery and slidey. Those first 2 turns really hid how horrendous this car is. To be fair, the gold medal is actually only Mansell here, is it? Yeah, I think the goal actually is only 3rd place technically, but Mansell going for an overtake. Mansell, get out of the way, please. Don't give me a penalty on the inside. We're good. Right, we have actually achieved gold medal status here, but I'm going to try and win the race if we can. Versus these 1980s Williams, is it? The same ones we were actually driving at Brands Hatch, so they're a lot slower, we know. Right, it's just me and Prost way out ahead now. You can see on the mini-map on the bottom left, Prost goes defensive. Oh, he gives us the squeeze, but we've managed to actually still somehow dance this Ferrari round the outside, and we're up into first. And we shall carry that advantage all the way over to the finish line on lap 4. And round out, completing all the F1 Classic scenario modes. Gold medal and all of which is completely delisted and unavailable now.
Amazing racing out on track today, especially from the Ferrari driver. He started the race at the back of the grid, but put in a fantastic drive to finish on the podium.
Guys, if you have enjoyed this one, be sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll catch you guys around. Goodbye.